Thank you, supporters. Okay. I'm Mirta. I work at Aplauz, and thank you for the applause. I'm a senior marketing manager responsible for driving the Aplauz strategic presence across the European markets. And today, I have the privilege to talk about the prepaid payments and how they're an ideal solution for a new generation of customers. It was not an easy thing to come to that conclusion, but we conducted the research that helped us. So to understand what are consumers' perceptions and attitudes towards prepaid, we conducted the research together with our partner localities. And this is something I'm going to tell you about in the next 10 minutes. Why is this important is because the product was already there, and these research findings helped us to modify existing product and to go a step further. Aplauz. Whoa. I will talk, so maybe no need to look at the presentation. I didn't know that the format, something's wrong with the format. So Aplauz is a prepaid payment method for the digital entertainment industry. It's a basically voucher that you buy in an online shop or a retail shop in a form of digital credits that you use later on to purchase goods and services online. In July 2022, we partnered with localities, a very big international Amsterdam-based research agency that is covering 35 markets to do a research. We wanted to understand what are the how current customers feel with the payment methods that are currently available online. Also, we wanted to understand what is their interest in prepaid payments and how having a prepaid payment method available would affect the way they pay and when they buy. So we did a survey across 5 European markets, Germany, Spain, Sweden, Poland, and France, and interviewed around 3,000 people, aged 18 up to 64, and they are national representative of the national group. So, under 18s were not interviewed due to legal restrictions, but we managed to understand their payment behaviors thanks to the interview with their parents. What we found out is the key and the most important things in our finding. The biggest one is that we identified a consumer group called conscious spenders. And who are conscious spenders? Those are people who live today in a world where online payments became so seamless that sometimes the payment process is so easy and easy experience that sometimes you get tricked or you lose control of how much you are spending. So that's why in this situation where we live now, in a world where we live now with against the backdrop of inflation, economic uncertainty, explosion of services who are offering subscriptions, ongoing news about data breaches and cybercrime, this new online consumer emerged. It's conscious spender. So conscious spenders are a general term, but there are 2 different main emotions and things that we define when we wanted to get a deeper understanding of them. One of them is one motivation that was driving their decision when it comes to online payments was budget, because these people were not willing to lose control of what they are spending. They wanted to be aware when they are spending, how much they are paying, and at which moment this entire process is happening. So these people we called conscious spenders. On a side, there was another trigger that triggered another group of conscious spender that was privacy, because with time, they became more aware of the privacy and the security issues and the fraud and misuse that is now related to using private and personal and banking information online. So this group is called privacy conscious spenders. Then there is another group that was identified along the way, because they're both budget and privacy concerned, but they're also parents. So they were really, really concerned about their children and their spending online. And 71% of the interviewed people said that they would be likely to educate their kids to spend online in a safe way. Looking at conscious spenders in general, aside from these specific groups, there are things that they would like to protect, and it's always the security involved, privacy involved, and budgeting involved. Because 80% of them said that they want a payment method that protects them from unwanted or unexpected charges. Then 64% of them told us that they were willing to limit themselves to a specific budget for gaming. And then, when it comes to privacy, when they shop online, they don't want to associate their banking card with their online payments. Another interesting finding of this report is that we were managed to identify consumers, especially gamers, who find prepaid method very, very attractive. Because we got to the data that showed us how many gamers are out there. 47% of gamers are paying to play, while 40% of gamers are buying in-game assets. And we saw that 43% of people who are actively gaming are actually willing to spend more when they are buying for games and or when they are doing their in-game purchases. When it comes to gaming, there is a specifically sensitive one group of gamers, and those are children. What we found out is that almost half of the people that we interviewed and that were parents were having a child that gamed regularly. Also, one important thing is that 66% of this child who gamed regularly were spending money online. And 43% of the parents of the children that were gaming told us that their child was not aware how much they were spending where they were gaming. To understand a little bit more how all these research findings helped us to move in a certain direction and create our own product market fit, I invite you to take a look at this video, which is explaining what Aplauz product is, and then you will see what we did to move it one step further forward. I need sound. This is not the sound of the video. Can we repeat it? This is not Aplauz. Okay, should I do something? They're in control. Yes, of course I can, but the video explains it much nicer. What I said, Aplauz is a prepaid payment method that you buy online or in a physical retail store in a form of digital credits that you can later on use to purchase goods and services online. Aplauz doesn't hold any value aside the value that was chosen by the customer. So when you pay with Aplauz, you know exactly how much you are spending. Also, this Aplauz is not having or holding any personal or financial data associated with it. With Aplauz, you always know how much spending, and that's a fair way to pay. Aplauz was designed for people who would like to spend online like they spend in a real world, like they spend cash in a real world. I would really like to show you this video. It's a really good one.
We know. We believe you.
Yes, it's available online. So we can connect to the website and take it from there. And my presentation is gone and I will need it to.
some question. We are waiting for the video presentation.
Are you, did you have experience with the prepaid payments? Do you use them maybe when you're making online purchases? Yeah, there is a question. Hello.
I don't know if, okay, it's working. My name is Miloš Zlatanovic. I have a question. Do you have any integrations with e-commerce platforms?
Yes, we do. Because for Aplauz, as a business, as a financial product, you have to have a distribution network that accepts Aplauz, where people can buy Aplauz. And of course, the merchants and e-commerce platforms that want to accept Aplauz as a payment method. So it's B2B and B2C side of the story. Oh, presentation is there. But I'm not controlling it. Give me a second. Thank you. Should I move on now to the video? Play. Enjoy. Click, click. No, no sound. Okay, but then we should ignore the
so you're safe from further charges, fraud or misuse. Make every online payment a conscious choice. Aplauz. Choose conscious spending.
This video cost a lot. I needed to show it. Okay, so now we know that Aplauz was there as an answer to the growing needs of digital citizens who, Aplauz is basically there to serve the customers and empower them to make conscious spending and make private, safe online payments. Also, when it comes to parents, it has an extra layer because parents of children who are gaming can have a peace of mind when this is happening because they know they're not using their credit cards and they're not revealing any of their private information there. So this research helped us to move one step forward and create or modify Aplauz towards the direction where we have a parent-child relationship, and we did it with an Aplauz app. So Aplauz app is a digital wallet, of course, where you can store and manage your Aplauz vouchers in a safe and secure way. And it allows parents to store a kid's voucher there and give it to their kids as a digital pocket money. So, you know, it's easier. And they can have a full control of their payments, of the children's payment behavior online and on the shops, games, or whatever kid is spending. Also, they can authorize their every transaction if they want. This is something that parents can decide whether they want to do that or not, but it's a good thing because in this way, you can educate your child how to manage digital money. And the important thing is that Aplauz app is not just for, it's only for parents, not for kids. And this parent-child functionality, how it works, it's really, really simple and it's really convenient. Because what it does, parent goes to the online shop to buy a voucher, then the parent, what it does, it scans the voucher with the Aplauz app, and then decides whether he wants to approve kids' every transaction or just wants to get notification on the payment that is done. So what child does, he receives a voucher. When he comes to the checkout page of his own choice, he can just enter the 16-digit number there, and this is the way he can initiate the payment. If parent decided to have the notification on the payment, he will receive a push notification saying this amount was spent at this shop, at that time. So this is how we integrated the research findings that we did into our own product and tailored to meet the customer's needs. If you are interested in read more about the research and all of the data that is there, the thing that I presented is just the tip of the iceberg, but there is really a lot, and maybe you will find something useful that is addressing the needs of conscious spenders. Thank you once again.